What's up, everybody? I am Snickenhoff, and we are back once again playing M&T 2.0 in EU4. And it is better to be feared than to be loved. We're playing Florence today. Machiavelli said that, right? That was Machiavelli. I feel like it was. Anyways, on the last episode, I feel like we actually finished up this war on the last episode. It has been a few days since I played. I apologize, and I also apologize for missing a day. I'm so sorry. I have once again driven across the country back to the great state of Oklahoma, and doing so caused a bit of a disruption in my recording schedule. But let's get back to it, shall we? We've got low stability. The greater nobles are mad at us. Our corruption is growing ever so slightly. My mouse decided to stop working for a second there. Have a truce with Trieste. We can build fort. We can upgrade stuff. And we've got two provinces that we cannot core quite yet. So yeah, let's go ahead and unpause. I also had somebody say that being a major Italian power was bad. And I thought I remembered it reading in the thing that a major Italian power was fine. Well, we get plus 30% aggressive expansion. Okay. But we get lowered advisor costs. Padua has assaulted us. That's fine. Anything else that we get because of major Italian power? Does it show down here? I don't think it does. Oh, here it is. Extra prestige, lower advisor cost, raise papal influence, lowered idea cost, and just aggressive expansion impact. So yeah, I think being major is fine. And honestly, at some point, we're going to want to become, was it dominant and... there's dominant and menacing, I think, are the other two. And at some point, we're going to need to do that if we're planning on doing stuff. I also have no manpower, so yeah, we'll hold off on that. Did I build up to my boat limit? I did. Okie dokie. My mouse is acting weird for some reason. Possibly because it was in my backpack for a long journey across the country. Could be it. The Tuscan Renaissance, a school of thought called humanism, spread out of Italy, claiming that since God gifted a man with intellect, intellectual pursuit was divine. Happening at the same time when Greek scholars, fleeing the decline of Byzantium, brought back ancient texts that the West had forgotten, this led to the rediscovery and appreciation of ancient Roman writers and artisans for their brilliance, rather than their condemnation as pagans. The new literate middle class that had arisen after the Black Death was just the audience to enthusiastically rediscover the glories of Rome, and this rebirth of classical culture spread across Europe in a splendid flowering of culture. However, the same ideas also led to some heresy. Seeing the brilliance of ancient Rome, some humanists began to believe that the reason could justify their lack of faith, and began to judge everything with reason, even the church itself. The church must come first. Choosing the Renaissance is a signal that this country will stay loyal to the Pope during the Reformation. It is not binding for human players. Okay. So we can get gotcha. So I mean, for us it just matters the advisors that we get. Production efficiency guy and tech cost guy is not bad. Idea cost guy is not bad either. I wouldn't mind the stability increase interval guy either. Our court artist, Filippo da Fortuna, has finished a masterpiece and is causing quite the stir. The painting style is unusual. Traditional Florentine painting used transparent glazes to conceal the brushwork, while this new impasto style was rough and uneven. More shocking was the content. Most Renaissance painters chose moral and religious themes, and Filippo da Fortuna was no exception. This painting, however, was dark and fantastical, the stuff of dreams and nightmares, more gruesome than pleasant to look at. Because of this, the court at Firenze is unsure what to make of it. Is it the birth of a new style, or just a deliberate attempt to shock and disgust? Collect all such paintings. Lose 10 ducats and we get religious scandal, but we do get 50 prestige. Or 50 admin. Display the painting at court, gain 5 prestige, 40 admin, and we get religious scandal. Until 1378, so until next year. Or get rid of the monstrosity, gain 2 ducats, our artist leaves our court. I think we're going to display the painting at court. Let's hang it up. I could take admin tech, but it's 3 years early for that, so I think I will wait. And I'm working on culture ideas still. And can I do anything to make these guys happy again? No. Not quite yet, at least. Oh, I can core these. I should probably do that. Seems like a good thing to do. A new coin. In times past, the God for Lolola used to be on the reverse side of the coins. Now the Republic rejects such personality cults. If we were to issue a new high purity coin, we could improve people's faith in the coinage, and of course, all should remember who did this. Gain 2 inflation or lose 10 Republican tradition. I'm going to lose the Republican tradition. I don't want to gain the inflation. I know it hurts my stability increase, but how close am I to getting back up with that anyway? Pretty close. Pretty darn close. How is my court doing? It's going down at 0.7 a year, and the break point is 30. Oh, should have hit back. So we're getting close to the break point. I'm going to need to up spending here soon. And education is at 44. And the break point for that is 40. That was not what I wanted. It's going down at almost 1 a year, so I'm probably going to need to up funding for that soon as well. We're not making enough money to up funding for either of those, but we do have a nice little war chest saved up. How are we doing on monarch points? 253, focusing military right now. We did get this dude, but I'm not making enough, I don't think, to justify hiring him. I mean, he is half price, but why are these guys suffering attrition? I don't gain enough sailors. Hey, stability went up. Welcome new. Vassalize Perugia. Our manpower reserves need to recover. Let's take manpower reserves. Yeah, national recovery plus 10% is probably from that mission. I probably don't need to be doing this policy anymore. But let's do this real quick. In Florence, business and politics are irreversibly intertwined since a long time back. Sometimes we may be faced with deals that benefit many parties, but not the Republic itself. When the Gonfalonier himself is one of those parties, the situation becomes all the more precarious. A good business agreement builds good relations with key merchants, something we could certainly use. We can avoid alienating these partners if we are willing to sacrifice some of our integrity as a representation of the Republic. So we either lose 50 dip or another 5 Republican tradition. My Republican tradition is getting kind of low. And at this point, I probably can't re-elect this dude next year. But I don't want to lose 50 dip. So there's that. Advisor die. Do I care about this trade efficiency guy. I mean, I do need Diplo points for the idea group I'm doing. I'm rooting at corruption all the way. Probably lower this even farther. Don't have any more recovery to do. Make almost a full ducat every month. Almost. There is some war going on up here. Who are you fighting? A lot of people. France, what did you do? You're fighting Bohemia again. So where do I go from here? I know I talked about possibly invading Venice, but once we do that, we'll most certainly be, like, taking Venice itself would definitely jump us up the next level of Italian power, which might not necessarily be the worst thing in the world. You're a junior partner of Milan. What does Milan control, man? Got quite a little dominion over here. My traditional January merchants are back. And I was thinking about repealing this. Oh, this is costing you Diplo points a month? Yeah, well, let's definitely repeal that. I can't until the 31st of July this year. Major and dominant powers have special options in a possible Italic League. All powers will oppose dominant and menacing powers, especially the latter ones. I guess the Italic League hasn't formed yet, so that doesn't give us any special options, or at least not yet. I got 40% chance with a bunch of papal influence. Let's keep bumping it up, because maybe I could excommunicate the Venetians and then declare war on them. Even if it might not be the best of ideas. Pagan poetry and Christian ethics. The Renaissance was a period in the Greek and Roman, when the Greek and Roman classics were rediscovered and translated into Latin. In the Middle Ages, they had been shunned for being pagan, but now humanist scholars evaluated them on their ideas rather than on their heresy. Ancient writers such as Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle had much to say on topics such as ethics and politics, and those ideas were just as relevant in 1378 as they had been 2,000 years earlier. The result was a flowering of philosophy, poetry, and science as the ancient classics inspired modern interpretations. However, it was also a time of increased skepticism about religion. If a pagan who died long before Christ was born could use logic to determine good and evil, what did that say about the Bible? To many Florentine philosophers, the answer was simple. Being a good Christian meant following a code of ethics, not following the Bible. One could live an ethical life by being honest, hardworking, generous, and kind without ever touching a relic, going on a pilgrimage, or purchasing indulgence. But when and where did this leave the church? Live life according to our conscience. Gain 100 admin, lose 10 papal influence, and we run the risk of being excommunicated. And Catholicism, we have a 75% chance of Catholicism getting a reform desire. That is live life according to our conscience. The classics are deeply flawed but still worth reading. We get 75 admin, and we get a religious scandal for a year. Or ban the reading of classics as heresy. Gain 50 admin, 10 papal influence, and 0 Republican tradition. I kind of want to do this, especially since I just spent all my papal influence. So how many sailors am I losing a month now? 5? Good uniforms. Morale of armies. Fantastic. Election. But I don't want to lose the 20 Republican tradition right now, so I'm going to take the diplomatic candidate. Just gain 10 piety. He's a 030 there, but when we come over here, he's a 353. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. At the end of this month, we should get a thing about him. He is a flamboyant schemer. I will take that yearly Republican tradition for sure. Still like 2 years ahead on that, so we will wait. Genoa is trying to convert the heretics over in Crimea. What is my piety at? It is low. Is it like a quarter? So it's probably like negative 25%. I think we need to pull the galleys. One of our cardinals in Florence has been proven to be a skilled administrator and already provides useful advice to the how do you say this? Gonfalonere. Gonfalane. At this point, making him a minister in our government would almost be only a formality. But an important formality nonetheless, since he may grow more powerful yet. Having a cardinal in our service would certainly lend us credibility with the Pope and strengthen the settlement that Florence is a Catholic nation first and foremost. He aided us well, or we gain 5 prestige. I would not mind gaining prestige. Do we care? Well, we care about the stability increase interval. We don't care about anything else. Back to port for a second. Go ahead and mothball you guys. You guys protect the trade. That hopefully will allow us to get sailors. Said protect trade. There we go. Yeah, it'll get us 3 sailors a month. Do I need to leave you guys mothballed? Just let the month tick over and see. Also, I just send that other diplomat out doing stuff. Yeah, it's only if they're on mission, so I can leave these guys unmothballed. Just having them out on the Protect Trade mission was dumb. Habeas Papum. Although nearly every pope was Italian, the fact that Italy was divided meant that many empires had influence there. I think we've had this event before. Our influence has allowed us to guide this decision to select a new pope. Why did we choose him? Because he can be manipulated by us. Duh. Come back from here. PC University, class of 1378. The 1378 graduating class of PC University is exceptional. As the graduation festivities die down, the whole class of fresh graduates report for duty across the country. Where should we direct them? To the administration? Or to sow 1,000 flowers? I mean, one of these things seems better than the other, right? I don't know if it'll be like an event chain. We're gonna have them sow 1,000 flowers. And we have another... I can still excommunicate Venice. Guild restriction on fish. The trade of fish in Florence has sparked conflict in Livorno. Merchants who want free reins to buy and sell these goods believe the guild controlling its manufacture have grown too powerful. In their eyes, it is now nothing but a cartel causing harm to the economy. The guild leaders, on the other hand, argue that their organization is making the production of fish more efficient. Whichever side we come down on, those who oppose our policies are likely to suffer or even sabotage their own activities to make a point. I think I'm gonna take this one. We get unrest, but we also get a lot of production efficiency. So, also I excommunicated Venice. So let me just, on the 26th of January, let me just see what it would look like if we were to declare war on them. On Serene Doge Nicola Moro. Let me just see. Also in February, I need to check my court levels as well. Papal consistory meets. Yeah, give me 30 papal influence. Make a bunch of new cardinals. See if I care. Spread them out everywhere. Do I have to have like a land border with them to get the special thing? They are excommunicated. Yeah, he's got excommunicated ruler, but I don't. Well, that's sad. So I just helped out a bunch of other people. But we will, you know, continue to help out the world. Just be the benevolent Floretians. We're Florence, yeah. Floretians, that's gotta be the right word. On the next episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button down below, as well as subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. Alright, so pretend the Ottomans don't expand anymore over here, which is not going to happen. They're going to do that, but pretend they don't. Who would win? Would it be Hamid, Tike, Karaman, Aretna, Sicilia, Dukaldir, Erzurumia, Trebizond, Kandar? I got a soft spot for Trebizond, but that's just me. Anyways, once again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.